everybody, welcome to another week of Pilates plus Physio. We're having a try outside. It's such a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me again. So start off, make sure you've got your weight evenly through both feet. Knees nice and relaxed. Lengthen through the hips a bit. Open out the shoulders, gently tuck in the chin. Imagine that nice bright balloon, maybe give your balloon a colour, going from the back of your head up towards the ceiling. Just rolling one shoulder going backwards. So right up, round, back and down. And then the other one going back. Really get that shoulder blade moving over the ribs. Both together. Lovely. Okay, take the feet a little bit wider apart and maybe just pat all the way down the front of both legs and all the way back up again. Down the sides, can go quite vigorously. Back up, down the back of your legs. Back up the outside of one arm, down the other side, up the inside. Down the outside, other arm, up the outside, down the inside, up the inside, down the outside. Keep the arms nice and soft, just gently swinging the arms, looking behind you. So just let the arms swing. Turn your head as well. If you're a little bit dizzy, then keep your head still. Just nice, gentle swinging. Okay, now keep your head still, keep the arms going. So we're working a lot on rotation or twisting this morning. Just let everything loosen up and free off a little bit. That's good, great. Okay, bring both arms up in front. Imagine you're cuddling a big beach ball or something in front of you. Just take the arms out, elbows going out first, then let the hands go back, fingers back, and then just bringing the wrists forward first, arms forward. So elbows going back, hands back, fingers back, wrists forward, hands forward. Just nice and soft with the arms. Think of a bit of seaweed sort of wafting in the sea, that nice big thick ribbony seaweed. It's just wafting around in front of you. That's lovely. And then keep one arm in front, just take one arm back behind you. Reaching round as if you were grabbing something behind you, coming back to the front. Going on the other side. So one arm going back. Turn your head as well. See if you can feel anything going on through the feet. That pressure just shifting to the outside of your foot as you twist. That's good. Great. Bring the arms down. Maybe come down into lying on your mat. So, come down nice and slowly. So you're lying on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the ground, chin just slightly tucked in. Remember, pop a little rolled towel or a thin book underneath your head if you're a little bit stiff through your upper back and neck. Gently just let your body relax down into the mat. Focus on your breathing a moment. So you could either put your hands on your tummy or just focus on that area and you're just breathing down underneath your hands. So as you breathe in, your tummy comes up. As you breathe out, your tummy goes down. knees and feet together. Arms out to the sides just at about shoulder height, so not too high. Just watch they haven't crept up near your ears. So straight out to the sides, sort of in a cross. Back of the shoulders anchored on the mat. We're just doing a knee roll from side to side. So knees going one way, turn your head the opposite way. Pull the knees back up. Knees going one way, head the opposite way. So just gently rolling your knees from side to side. Back of your shoulders staying stuck on the floor. So you could stick with that, especially if you're a little bit stiff, you might want to stick with that. Those wanting to make it harder, slightly flatten your back into the mat, float one leg up, float the other leg up. Keep going with the feet off. Knees going one way, head going the other way. So keep the knees pinned together. Knees going one way, head going the opposite way. Remember, if you start to feel it in your back, pop the legs back down one at a time. Keep going with the feet on the floor. Remember, you're just doing the class for yourself, so stick with whatever you're happy doing. Lovely. Back into the center, bring your knees up to your chest, hang on to the knees, cross the ankles, just give your knees a gentle hug towards your chest, a little bit of gentle knee rocking. Okay, pop your feet back down, hands underneath your head, so you're just cradling your head in your hands. Elbows right back and wide if they'll go. We're doing an oblique curl up. Sore necks, if you don't want to do it, then keep going with that knee roll from side to side. Otherwise, gently tuck in the chin. Engage your pelvic floor muscles. Think of coming up and across. Front of your shoulder towards the opposite hip. And release all the way back down. Up and across to the other side. So think of using your tummy muscles. Remember, if you think about the muscle you're trying to get working, it makes it work a bit more effectively. Back of the legs staying relaxed. Up and across. And releasing down. Up and across. Just nice and smooth. That's great. Okay. Finish the one you're doing. Rest your head down. Just gently let the neck release. Roll your head from one side to the other. Bring your feet a little bit closer in towards your bottom. We're doing a spine curl, so press into your feet, hands on the mat beside you, peel your bottom up away from the floor. So you're just curling up nice and smooth. Straight line, knees, hips, ribs at the top, and roll back down again. One bone at a time as you come back onto the mat. So feet pressing into the floor, curl up, and roll back down again. So you could stick with that. If you want to make it a little bit more complex, take both arms to the ceiling. Curl your bottom up. One arm out to the side. Bring it back up. Other arm out the other side. Back up. And just roll back down again. So even pressure through the feet. Curl your bottom up. One arm out sideways. Back up. Other one out. Back up. Roll down. Two more of those. Peeling up. One arm out. And come back up. Other one out. And back up. One down. One more, curl up. Maybe this time take both arms right out sideways and back up. Roll right down. Bring the knees up again, a little bit more of a gentle hug to your knees, to your chest. Lovely. Pop your feet back down and come over onto hands and knees. So, hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, top of your feet pressing down into the mat, chin tucking in, little bit of a hollow in your lower back. We're doing thread the needle, so back of one hand on the mat, slide it underneath the other arm, all the way through, ear going down towards the floor, and come back. And on the other side, lower tummy gently drawing away from the mat, back of your hand on the floor, slide through, right through. Think of someone really pulling your fingers all the way through. And come back. And on the other side, right through. So really getting that twisting going on through your upper back. This time as you draw the arm back, think of gently just taking your elbow towards the sky. And down. Other arm. Back of your hand on the mat. Slide through. Ear down towards the earth. And coming back. This time elbow going up towards the sky. And down. Back of the hand on the floor. Slide through. Bottom sticking up towards the ceiling. And draw the arm back. Elbow to the sky. One more on the other side. And back. Elbow to the sky. Lovely. Take your knees about as wide apart as the mat, big toes together, bottom right back to your heels, creep the arms out in front, head right down. Breathe into the back of your ribs. Lovely. Back up onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath, scoop in the tummy, up into like a yoga down dog. Just gently pressing out through alternate heels, so pushing your heel towards the floor. Go easy with this one if you've got sciatic pain, because it's also quite a nerve stretch. So let the head just dangle. Keep that feeling of really pushing your hands into the floor. That's good. Down, back onto hands and knees. Right down flat onto your tummy. Hands at about shoulder height, legs a little way apart. Press into your hands up into a little yoga cobra. And come down. And again, pressing into your hands, peel your chest up away from the floor. Nose pointing forward. Good. Come back up onto hands and knees, and then just turn over into sitting. So sitting right up, nice and tall, lift right up from the hips. Maybe grab a hold of your elbows and just twist round. So think of sliding the elbows round. Keep your eyes roughly where your watch is, and come back and going round the other way. So you could stick with that, or you could twist round and then take the arm back behind you and come back up and twist round the other way. Think of reaching for a nice cold glass of something behind you and coming back to the front. Sit right up tall between, twist round, reach back. So heels staying anchored on the ground. Jink's coming to join in. So crisscross tummy muscles again, doing a little bit here. That feeling of sitting, lifting right up from the hips in between. That's good. Okay. Come back down so that you're lying on your side, maybe head on your yoga brick or your book. We're going to do an arm opening. So hips and knees bent, head on your block, arms out in front. Just gently breathe in, top arm up and over. Follow your hand with your head. And come back. So your knees stay pinned together, underneath legs staying stuck on the ground. Think of painting a big rainbow right the way up and over. Lengthening through your fingertips. Nice one, just gets that upper back moving. That's good. Okay, and then turn over onto the other side. So hips and knees bent up, head on the brick, up and over. Follow your hand with your head. And just one more. And then come back onto your back. Arms out to the sides. We're just going to do a twisting stretch. So you either have your feet on the floor or you could bring your knees up as close to your chest as you can. Drop them right over to one side. So back of the opposite shoulder staying on the ground. Just think of breathing into the ribs at the top there. Nice gentle breaths. Great. Gently scoop in the tummy. Knees back up into the center. Again, either keep your feet on the mat or bring your knees up to your chest. Drop them over to the other side. So you're just dropping right over. Nice gentle stretch. good. Scoop in the tummy, come back up into the center. Slide both legs right down flat. Fingers linked, palms to the roof, arms back over the top of your head. Just gently pull your toes up towards you. Press right out through the heels. Press your fingers away from you. Big stretch. Lovely. Bring the arms down. Either turn onto your side, come up into sitting, or bend the knees, hold behind the thigh, gently roll up. If you're a little bit stiff through your back or your hips, you're probably better sitting up on your yoga brick or your book. Cross the ankles over in front. Not on a very level patch here, but never mind. So sit nice and tall, hands out to the sides, fingertips just touching the earth. Think of taking one arm right the way out to the side, all the way up and over. So bottom staying stuck on the mat or the ground. And back up. Other arm. Really lengthen through your fingertips. Think about drawing as big an arc as you can. Other side, right up. Separate your ribs from your pelvis, up and over. And come down. And on the other side. Really lengthen through the fingers. That's good. And then take your left hand to your right knee, sit nice and tall, right hand behind you, sit tall and look behind. And come back to the front, right hand to your left knee, lift up through the hips, think balloon on the head, left hand behind you, turn and look behind. That's good. And come back to the front. Come up into standing slowly. Just get rid of that. So standing evenly, weight going through both feet. Gently tuck in the chin. Roll down as if you were going to touch your toes. So right the way down. Let your head dangle, let the arms dangle. Scoop the tummy in. Unfurl all the way back up. Elbows tucked in, fingers pointing to the roof. Reach right up towards the sky. Bring the arms down. Tuck in the chin. Floppy arms, floppy head, roll down. Let the knees go soft. Come all the way down if you can. Scoop the tummy. Unfurl back up. Elbows tucking in, reach up to the sky. Lengthen right out, make as much space as you can. Stretch through the fingertips, arms all the way down. Slide the shoulders up and let them drop. And again, sliding up and release. Thank you so much for joining me and giving me some of your time. See you next week. Bye.